Okay, so welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to make a basic point system for our top-down game so that in two client mode, so that when we have two players in the match and when we control two players, we can have a point system so that we can check what are the points of both the players. So for that, let's go to our world settings, selected game mode, and open our default point class. It's taking a bit. Yeah. And now create a variable, name this point and name this integer. And then what you need to do is make this rep notify so that this value can be changed on all the clients and server. Create a custom event, name this increase score on server. And then what you need to do is you need to get this point and just drag this and drag the point to this. Now make this replicates to run on server so that this function should run on the server. Let's comment this and make this increase score on server. Now this value is present everywhere. Let's create a widget here. Name this point. Add a canvas panel. Add a text. And make it size to content. And make it this anchors to top right. Now you can place it according to your wish. I will just put this here and set the font to maybe Roboto Tiny. That looks a bit more professional. And now bind it to the score variable, which is here. That is the point variable. So what you can do is make it get game character, then cast to BP game mode. So now what you can do is now you can just plug this here and then plug this here and drag this point from here to this point. Or if you want to do that directly, what we can do is we can just disconnect this, right click this and make it convert to pure cast. And then from here we will get the point variable. And now because this value of the point is replicated on both server and the client, this value will not be required to change on the owning client. Now let's open our drop-down player, make an event construct. Oh, sorry, event begin play. And make a branch. Check if the controller is local. And then create widget. Point and add to viewport. Compile and save. Let's check if it works first. So you can see we have 0 0 on both. So this part works. Now what we need to do is do the increasing function part. So let's go to our content drawer, create a new blueprint class that would be a factor type and make it increase overlap, so that if the player goes into this overlapping area, the point increases. So you can make a box collision and drag down here and uncheck this hidden in game so that this is visible in game, and then just increase the box, extend to whatever you want. I will make this a bit bigger. Like this. And now on the top down map, just drag this increase overlap function to somewhere here. So this looks good. And now in the increase overlap, just drag down and make it on component begin overlap. make a cast to third, oh sorry, top down character, and increase score on server. And the point should be uh, to get the current point plus 1, or if you want to increase 2 points, then you can just increase 2 points. Now basically what can happen is the player can move just around the overlap and get a lot of points, so we need to stop that. So what we can do is we can make do sorry from here do once output, and now we need to reset this when the player leaves the overlap. So we can just reset this like this. Hmm. Let's check. I will take this to the overlapping area. Now you can see this becomes 2. Again, this becomes 4, 6, 8, 10. So because you can see we are increasing a 1 score, and that too on the overlap, and so this fires on exit and entry both. And now let's try with our another uh, so you can see the value is replicated. Now what you can do is if you just want to increment this singly and not like twice, you can also check if it is start closed, and if you can check the actor, you can have different permissions. So you can just check if the cast to BP top down character is valid. So on valid, you can just reset this if you want. So this will only make it do once until it goes well. So you can also use a directly increment integer if you just want to increase it once like this. And now this is a much foolproof method to increase the code. So as you can see, this you can debug it using this setting. So it just goes once and increases the score by 2 like this. So the reset pin now is only running if it is valid. So let's do one thing. We enter from this and it goes in, and it again goes in. So the score updated successfully. Let's check. Yeah, it updated successfully. And now if I leave, it just resets. If I leave, it just resets. So that works fine. So I believe that is it for this video. Hope you find this useful, and meet you in the next one. Thank you.